I'm very happy that you came to report to our office, and you know that Tanzania and England or Britain have been very good friends for a very long time. We have very good economic and political ties. So with you coming to my office means we continue supporting each other and make sure that the strong relationship between the two countries continues. And Mwanza is a very huge and big region in Tanzania. We have a total area of 25,000 square kilometers, and we are 53% of the area is Lake Victoria. So we have so many activities inside the lake. And the government is putting a lot of money with the strategic projects within the lake. As now we speak, we are constructing a very big ship called MV Mwanza, worth 123 billion Tanzanian shilling. Wow. And we have a harbor, the so-called South Harbor here in Mwanza, but the government is also putting a lot of money to establish the so-called North Harbor. Over 18 billion has been placed. So we are trying to make sure that all these strategic projects are done even before election next year. And also you saw our port. We have a very big project there, renovating and construction of a launch. Passengers launch that costs like 13 billion Tanzanian shilling. By now we have a very small passengers hall that cannot accommodate a lot of passengers. So when we finish this project, we expect like 600 foreigners to be using the passengers hall, and more than 800 people, especially Tanzanians, to be accommodated within the hall. So it's a very huge project. And also we have other projects going on. For instance, in the city center, we are constructing a very big and huge market that will take us 23 billion Tanzanian shillings. That will make sure that these small businessmen work in a very good and conducive environment. So it will increase to economic value to our region. And Mwanza has a population of 3.6 million people. So it's second largest city in the country, apart from Dar es Salaam. And we contribute to national GDP to 7.1%. The Dar es Salaam region is contributing to 17%. But Mwanza, we add value to our national economy to 7.1%. So it's a strategic area because it has been surrounded by 7 regions, including Kagera, Mara, Simiyu, Geita, and Shinyanga. So here we are placed at the middle. And we are very close also to Uganda and Kenya. So the government is also doing improving infrastructure. We are doing a very big bridge called Kigongo Busisi Bridge, and the government is posing a lot of money. So it will connect us with the Geita region, it will connect us with Uganda, Kenya. So simply what I want to tell you that Mwanza is a strategic region, and your embassy and you have done a very good job of coming here and to see what is happening and to see areas where we can cooperate. But the last thing here we are doing now is promoting sports. We are promoting sports, and I would like to make a request to the Embassy of Britain here in Tanzania to support our sports activities. For 23 years we did not have a good club in Premiership. For 23 years. So now, last season, we have made a very big achievement. We have the so-called Pambajiji Sports Club, owned by the city, and now we're expecting to play in the Premiership this season. So we are trying to seek sponsors, support, because it's very expensive to run the club. It's like 1.5 billion a year, a budget for the club. So we always look for partnership, for sponsors. We know that Great Britain is very good in soccer. We request you also maybe to find some small teams or clubs in British to come to us and have partnership so that we can improve soccer together in Mwanza region. So you talked also about the youth. A good number of young people here in Mwanza, and we need to find solution. Some of them are just going around the street doing nothing. So it's my responsibility in the government to make sure that we bring those youth together and try to fix them here and there so that they can do something and be useful to the country and to the region at all. So we are trying to organize this and take all these young men from the street, those who are using drugs and whatever, taking them to the sober houses. So these sober houses need support because we don't have budget to support, or we have minimum budget to support the sober houses. And if we do that, it means the area will be very secured. So with the security is the primary responsibility of the government here in the region and in the country at large. Karibu sana.
Asante sana. Well, it's a very impressive set of infrastructure, which I think is very necessary.
Yes.
Because it's going to promote the economic growth of the region, and I think the UK, in partnership with Tanzania, we launched in April a mutual prosperity partnership. And so we are hoping to facilitate and enable up to £1 billion of investment in Tanzania. On football, I'm a huge football fan. So I look forward to coming back to watch Pamba Jiji in the Premier League next year.
In the Premier League. I will invite you to come.
I very much look forward to that. Hopefully they can do better than my club, Manchester United, who have been unsuccessful elections coming up end of this year. Interested for your perspective on preparation and how you think they will run. You know, how will it compare, for example, to 2019?
With the government of Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan, I can assure you that first we have ourselves prepared into our mind that we are going to have a free and democratic election. That is one. So we have all the preparation for that, and also the government, even at the regional level, we have made our effort. We try to sit with political parties, all political parties. There is enough engagement. We sit down, we discussed how to do the best election coming October this year. So, and you see that the president has 4R. 4R. So all these 4R means it's the vision of the state. So you cannot do undemocratic election and when you are preaching 4R. So I can assure you that here in Mwanza we are very, very prepared for election. You can see this is a book. It gives me a clear picture and indication of where we are going during election. One of the things is to have democratic election, and the next step is also to have peace and order during election. That is the most important thing for us. So we try to sit with the political parties. We have engaged them. They come here, we discuss on how to conduct a peacefully election. So if the political parties have prepared themselves for election, I think everything will be smooth. With me, with the government here, we are assured that the election will be very peaceful and democratic.
Our goal is to support Tanzania to grow economically and to lift people out of poverty. Fundamentally, that is our goal. And an inclusive election will help in that goal.
Yes.
Because people will feel that they are being represented by the state, and the state understands and listens. I think you used the very important word, which is conduct, because there is the law and the legislation and the regulations, and then there is the conduct.
Yes.
And I think the environment in which the elections take place is very important. So it's great that you're engaging with the opposition parties. It's also very positive